Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Carneros from Playable Worlds, and we have a show about Stars Reach for you today, as we do every Thursday morning. Thursday morning, my time. Got my coffee with me, got my crew, my posse with me.
Good
Let's see,
morning,
we got
y'all.
next to me, I have Lyric Dax. You recognize him as one of our moderators, although you've never seen him in this much Transplanetary League licensed gear before. And then even the glasses are TPL. Those are, I'm just kidding. And then below us, we have Cygnus. Hi, Cygnus.
Hey.
One of our oldest moderators, been around with us since the beginning. And then let's see, not on camera, but very much with us is Thomas. Thomas, pretend to wave from us. I'm just kidding. Holding the stream
Hello.
together. Thank you. This would all fall apart without Thomas, even though you can't see him. Apologize for starting slightly late this morning. We're just like you, we're experiencing the new build that just opened its doors. And we're going through tutorials and making new characters and all that stuff. Wow. Okay, so a few things have changed here. This show is not about going through the whole Twilight update and telling you what is what. That's Saturday's show. We're going to do the fireside chat on Saturday. Me and Dave Georgeson. Raph, if he can come. We'll see if Raph will be able to make it. But Dave Georgeson and I will be here, and we'll talk you through it. That's Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and I think it's like 1700 UTC. Not sure. We'll you can see that in your Discord though. But today's show, we were going to take one piece of the Twilight update and walk you through the new scanning, the new long-range scanning. But before we do that, who knows why we called it the Twilight update? Put an X in chat if you know why. Put an X in Twitch chat if you know why we called it the Twilight update. I know it has nothing to do with vampires.
We're definitely sparkling. If you've seen it.
Well, you two are sparkling. I'm just schwitzing. But yes, we will tell you all why we did that. It's because among everything else
sense.
that we did in this update, we made night less dark. We had a lot of feedback that said, night's too dark. Don't bring night so much. Too much nighttime, and I can't see anything. And so we decided one of the things we should do is make the night not quite as dark. So we have done that in this game. Tell us if you think it's not far enough or we went too far on it. But the Twilight is a nod to the fact that nighttime is not quite as dark. And Ilians mentions, players always complain if the night's too dark, and that happens in a lot of games. Help us get it tuned right. Give us some feedback. You can give us feedback in game, in Discord, in Twitch chat here, but a little feedback is appreciated. But night affects everyone in the game. Anyway, that's why we picked the name Twilight. We thought it was a nod to that. But there's so many different things in this update that I couldn't pick a narrative thread as strong as Brave New Worlds was for the last update. Anyway, it's tricky.
It's a lot easier to see at night. It's a definite improvement. I'm loving it from what I've seen so far. Because it was a little bit dark.
It was. I tend to really like
overly dark things, especially in MMOs, because I feel like it bands people together. But if it's dark and doesn't add to gameplay, then it's just kind of a hindrance. And there's no real. It didn't seem like there was any benefit for it being so dark as it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense if it's more of a variable thing, but not all the time. Especially with the night cycle set to 4 minutes right now. It was a lot of dark.
And without a lot of, like, if there were maybe tools where players could prepare and bring stuff to make things a little less dark, then that might add some strategic play. But as it was, yeah, just kind of, this is rough.
Yeah, it makes a lot
I
of
also
sense.
don't believe this night and day cycle is what's going to be in the live game. I think we still have a
of course.
accelerated for test cycles. I might be wrong. I haven't heard Dave Georgeson mention this in months, but I think it's still in test mode speeds. Thomas, what do you think of the darkness at night?
I love darkness, to be honest. Being an old, Rust and Tarkov player, night is cool if you wanted to sneak behind players.
Okay. All right. Well, trust me, if I'm not on video camera, this is not what my room looks like. I have the blinds all closed. The orchid moved to another room where it can get some light without me having to get light. And I sit in the dark here and play and do and work and both. Yeah, absolutely. But I did think that the night cycle was a bit too dark. What's Chef Jerk saying? I'll be fine with the darkness if we get more options for lighting besides the drones because they aren't very good at the moment. I agree.
That makes sense.
I think there will be more options for light in the future, but I also feel like local light near me is bad in a PvP situation. Not that the game has any PvP at all right now, and not that it will anytime real soon, but eventually it will. Eventually. Chartal says, yeah, hope for bringing darkness back. And Chef Jarek says, darkness makes the lights on my club shine really good. So I do like that.
He's right.
That's
this club
true.
does look nice.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. What is the name of your club, Chef Jarek? It needs a cool name for marketing purposes, obviously.
Club Jericho.
Club Jericho. I like it.
Oh, I've been
think
there.
This is
it's a good place.
The second or third version, at least. He usually makes one.
Nice. I like it.
Third one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Better each time. All right. I want to say welcome to all the first timers in chat also, by the way.
It's always great to see new people.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. This one is more of an industrial warehouse versus a log cabin. Amen. I think the industrial warehouse is cool. All right, looking good. Oh, does that mean, Thomas, does that mean you're ready? I want to point out the screen to y'all where Thomas is standing there with his Terraformer ready to do terrible things. We can't see the bottom right corner of your screen at the moment, but do us a favor and hit the tab key so you bring up the chart of mineral resources detected on this planet.
I'm doing that, but it's not working.
I think there's a bug. I can't do it either.
Okay. There's a bug. All right.
Sorry, everyone.
There's a feature on...
What are you trying to do?
I can do it on mine.
Oh, that's weird.
Put your
were your two characters... Oh, no, I haven't left space yet. Were your two characters new?
No, they're not new. But mine was showing in space. It's when I zoned that it disappeared.
Okay.
So I think it's a bug with zoning.
Let's see if we can confirm that bug. I'm doing QA live.
It might be It might be a bug related to wild planets because I can tell you guys went through the wild wormhole to be where you are. One
Yeah,
of the
that's
tricks
true. It might
about
be.
that, one of the tricks about that tab key is on the chart it brings up is that it looks at what's available on your planet and it only shows you things available on your planet. So it might not have a survey ready for the wild planets through the wild wormholes. Okay, there. So you
That
have
is
it
what it looks
set to
like.
something. What are you scanning for at the moment?
It's aquamarine. I remember from before.
The
So you can
aquamarine.
Yeah,
see it
Sharteel's right.
creates.
And weapons fixed it.
Aspetta. Okay. I
Let's
didn't
try
mean to
that.
use Italian. Stop for a
Oh, it
second.
did fix it.
Let's
There
look
we
at where
go.
you are,
It's visible.
Thomas. So he's got a little light hanging over. I have to explain what's going on for the new folks. Please don't zoom out that far. Just a little closer. Thank you. Now hit E. He's got his terraformer equipped and in his arms. It's a big, heavy thing, so it's a two-handed thing. A little back up a little bit more because that was too close. Yeah, see, when he hits E, a pulse goes out. He can only do it once every 2 seconds or so. Pulse goes out and told him it's a little to the left and it's a distance away, is what we understand from that. And it's probably at a slightly lower elevation than he's at. So let's start going in that direction. We'll go a little further. I would say go twice
There
again
it is.
farther than you've gone. Ooh.
You can see it through the ground.
Oh, stop. Yeah.
So it's
There. When you get closer,
Ooh.
it gives you little frames underground approximating locations of deposits. Wow, there's a bunch of them there.
I'm
So
over batting. Sorry.
I would pick a spot and start digging a bit.
Coal digs pretty quickly. So
It does what quickly?
coal, it digs quickly because it's very soft. So we should see it
yeah.
pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he's going to, right now, what he's getting from the digging is being displayed underneath the pictures of the players in the corner. So Cygnus and Lyric and I are blocking what he's getting, but he can tell us when he gets to Aquamarine.
We're having some problems. There it is.
Now, here's the thing to
Aquamarine.
tell you. If you've been testing for a while, you're used to fairly high-end tools. Miss Cosa. You're used to fairly high-end tools. If you just went through the new tutorial and got that Terraformer, you'll notice the battery pack doesn't last very well. It recharges quickly, but you can only blast away for a few seconds. And then the ring around the battery ring goes all the way down. Using the E button to scan again doesn't use any power from your weapon or interrupt your recharging. So you can do that while you're on recharge. Oh yeah, he's close.
Oh yeah, you can see some of it right there. We're having a little bit of a lag issue.
I see it. See the blue?
There it is.
Yeah, that's Aquamarine.
Yeah.
Yay. Good.
Oh, it's getting dark.
Well, it's good. Let's see how dark it gets.
Yes.
And we can all get out and kibitz about it.
Oh, we're under attack.
Well, switch weapons. Don't use the Terraformer on them. Oh,
That would be bad.
Nice job with the shield. Well played, sir. Fancy.
Oh, they're too strong.
Oh no, your life is pretty low, dude. Run away! Run away!
Game over.
Oh! One of the disadvantages of being killed in midair is It's harder to retrieve your corpse. Corpse
That's
rock.
true. Let's see if we can do it.
But if anyone can, Thomas can.
Oh no, this is me.
Oh, that's you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused at first too. I'm like, I'm standing next to Thomas, but I'm not on stream. What's happening?
Lyric showing off his elite skills and his cat ears.
Let's see if we can scan for something else. Well,
You know what?
oh, there we go.
Let me know
Here's
what
the
you're
new
scanning for.
selection UI. So you can see all the different stuff you can scan for. Let's try iron.
Think.
Let's go this way.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't even usually try finding metals on planets. I always just go for space for that.
Me too. It is usually much easier.
We on the
Oh, yeah.
It's way over
Doing
here.
great. Doing great.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
going to ask a question to people in stream chat. If you have never logged into the game yet, either you haven't gotten an invitation or you don't play on a compatible platform or something like that. If you've never logged into the game, please type an X in stream chat for me. I want to get a sense of if we have people who've never been able to try it. Watermit. Yes, thank you. Gail Drake. Nice.
Welcome, y'all.
Okay. Welcome. I don't want to assume you know what the game is, so I'll tell you a little bit about it. It is a sandbox game. It is also an MMORPG. It is an exploration and build a society type of game. It's a go out into the stars and pick a planet you like, explore, pick a planet you like, and build a home for yourself there type of game. It is most inspired by Star Wars Galaxies, but it also has DNA from a number of other games in it. Ultima Online, EverQuest Next Landmark, a little bit of EVE Online in places. It's got some, believe it or not, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom DNA in it. It's an old school throwback MMO from before World of Warcraft, but it's also a modern take on all these old things. So instead of being a client and server, the server part is a cloud enhanced, a cloud native set of servers. So, and instead of playing the game in a setting that was crafted for to tell a narrative, you're in an environmental simulation running in the cloud, where the world is slowly eroding, trees are growing, plants are growing, the animals all have their own identity and agenda and patterns, and they do things with their own mini artificial intelligence in them. Each one's an individual. They don't respawn if you kill them. They can grow, they can breed more of them, but that individual, if you kill it, is any others you find is a different individual. Same with the trees, by the way. Each one is an individual mob. They just can't move. At least we haven't met any moving trees yet. And I haven't. Great to have you guys with us. We are in pre-alpha, so this is all, there are going to be bugs, there are going to be some performance hiccups, We're improving them each time. We need you guys, though, to help us find stuff and test stuff properly. Excuse me. And we're getting ready here for Steam Early Access later this fall. But we can't just turn it on without trying lots of things, getting all the basics in, testing it, making sure it runs, making sure the servers run for a longer period of time, etc. At the moment, we're demonstrating one of the tools, which is a Terraformer, and we're mining. Ilanis asks, what will happen when the planets start looking like Swiss cheese? Dual Universe had that problem. Okay,
Classic
here's
question.
a little bit. Yeah, here's a little bit about that. As in between that purple beam and the head of the person who is, go back out there and do some more. Please give us a little bit more mining so they can see your hopper. So the little yellow bar says his hopper's almost full. When the hopper is full, he's going to have to toss out his tailings so he can continue mining. Show us how you eject your tailings. This involves the Q key, and he has to pick a spot a little farther away from him to do that. I'm surprised you picked there to put your Q key, your tailings. All right, backs up. No, dump some out on the ground so we can see it.
I think there's
you did.
a bug with tailings. It's
Yeah.
not showing them.
It's not showing.
I didn't show them. All right.
It did the same to me. I just tested it.
They were just tweaked in this patch. So.
They were just
Yeah,
changed. You'll learn more about it on Saturday or if you read the patch notes. But they will decompose into different things depending on where you are. If you're on a planet and you dump them on the ground, it will decompose into the appropriate dirt for that planet. If you're in space and you dump them on an asteroid, it will evaporate. It will turn into pyroxene gas and dissipate into space. If you put them in a hole in the ground, it will decompose into whatever the material is next to it, something like that. Now, it's hard to say that when it's all invisible at the moment, but that's the plan. That's the plan.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a great improvement over the gravel we were using.
Yeah.
It's also worth
You can
mentioning
still-
that. Sorry.
You
When
can still make gravel, but it's not. You don't get it out
All
of the tube.
gravel.
No.
Yeah.
yeah,
Go
not
ahead,
everything is
Steve.
gravel. But when the game is fully fleshed out and launched, not everyone is going to be starting with a terraformer. And the terraformers people start with aren't going to be super powerful. So right now it's kind of the default thing a lot of people do is go out and start mining. That's not really going to be the case. There's going to be a lot of different pathways to play through the world. Not everyone's going to mine. The mining won't so quickly tunnel through everything, and there's going to be a lot more planets. So everything will be gradually spread out more, which gives more time for the natural erosion to kind of fill in those holes. That's
And
the
not
plan.
everyone will want to be
Also-
a miner.
Also, not everyone will care about if their planet is beautiful. There will be
Yeah, that's
folks,
true.
some of who will group together, who will go out and locate new worlds and take the opposite type of gameplay, where they will wreck the world, take everything of value they can find, leave it, and go find another world and go on to the next one. Some people will play that style of gameplay. It's all supported in this world. You can do that, and it has trade-offs and ramifications and gameplay associated with it. Or you can develop your world in a beautiful way, maintain its health, and play that way as well. Dazzle Sunstrider is saying, We have to save the worlds. We cannot rely on gunk to preserve everything. I like that. Yeah.
One of the things you'll be able to do is if a planet does come through and strip everything down to the studs and there's like, nothing left growing or alive on the planet, you can essentially reseed life and steadily bring the planet back. That can be a game in itself, and I know some clans and guilds are planning on doing that, restoring planets that have been kind of strip mined.
So a little bit about lore in our setting. Long ago, a race of incredibly advanced beings lived in this portion of the galaxy. And they had amazing technology that looked almost like magic. They could transform whole worlds to their tastes. They could terraform whole sections of the galaxy. They built what they called the Garden, a beautiful set of planets in a style they liked all along this area, this portion of the galaxy. They ran into other advanced races and they had conflicts. Various things happened to them. They built a race of robots, intelligent robots, that we call the servitors, to take care of their needs and do a lot of the dirty work for them. They experimented with creatures and plants and worlds and all kinds of things. And humans are one of their products that they made long ago, so long ago that we don't even know what they called themselves. And in that time period, long ago, they all disappeared. We don't know what happened to them. And even the servitors don't know what happened to them. But the servitors are taking care of the galaxy and their garden all these years later, holding it for when they return, just assuming and hoping that they will return. In the meantime, the humans have outgrown our worlds that we were on. And we have recently successfully convinced the servitors to let us expand out into the garden further and settle on some of these new planets. And we've put together an organization to help ourselves called the Transplanetary League. Transplanetary League, with the logo of a start point and many paths out into the stars to go out and explore and settle and expand civilization. So that's what's going on out here. Cygnus hasn't yet joined the Transplanetary League. I'm just teasing him. We can't see his shirt anyway. But we're all having fun on this. I'll show you the back just for fun.
The otter, Charlie.
He's
pretty
the
cool.
welcome mascot for the Transplanetary League.
Show that again. I made you bigger.
He's a little bit of fun.
Everyone's favorite otter.
Anyway, part of the way in which we make a little money to pay the staff and pay the server bills right now is you can go to starsreach.com/store and you can buy merchandise, or you can buy a starter package to get into the game earlier. Also, if you go to starsreach.com, in the upper right corner, you can register to join the playtest. There's a little waiting list to get on. Can we use a spaceship as a base? Eventually, yes. Not right now, but there will be people who choose to live on a planet, choose to live in space on an asteroid or a starbase that they build themselves, choose to live on a spaceship. Yes, there may even be people who choose to live on the Transplanetary League station and just go out from there. I mean, that might be what some people pick. As a sandbox, we don't tell you how to play this game. We build systems for you to use, but there is no like golden path of how to do it correctly that goes through the game. We don't believe in that. Yes, Ilanis prefers the nomad life in games. There are people who also prefer that IRL. So, yeah, you're not unusual in that regard. There's another game I play called EVE Online. And in addition to having high security space, low security space, null security space, and a couple things, they have wormholes that go into these other spaces that are not permanent type places. And when the developer first built it, they thought they pictured people going on day trips there to gather resources and take them back to known space with them. And they were shocked when players found ways to just live in the wormholes and not come back to known space very often. And no, we don't want to make that mistake. We don't want to just be, we're going to be surprised by what the players do anyway, but we don't want to make a lot of assumptions. And we want to make gameplay available for people. And just go from there.
We've got
Will
another
we
question.
see some mission boards or possibly player-made missions? Yes, there are mission boards now in the TPL station in space. When you first join the game right now and make a new character, or every time you make a new character, but you obviously have to make one the first time, you can start out on the player tutorial such that it is right now. You wake up on a space station in space, and it's not under attack, but it's being hit by a dangerous meteor shower, and it's doing destruction to the building and the space station. And really, you should get out if you can. So what happens is you start to follow the instructions of the servitors telling you how to get out safely. And you learn how to move around in the game and how things work and how to equip an item and how to save your life essence into a re-life unit so that if something terrible happens to you, they can rebuild you instantly, etc. And when you get to the end of it, they give you 5 or 6 kiosks right now to pick from, to pick a starting profile for yourself of initial equipment to help you start your preferred lifestyle. And then when you step through the gate after that, you're in the TPL station. And there are kiosks where you can get missions, and there's a separate room where there are kiosks where you can spend currency that you earned on the missions to go buy stuff that you might want. These are placeholder. They'll get better later, but we're starting. Suki, I have not heard anyone request V-neck shirts before. I am going to copy that and paste it to the guy Voodoo who designs all our stuff. Hang on a second.
That would be nice. A little diversity.
We had requests for Aloha shirts. You can see our model Lyric modeling it now for you. By the way, the TPL Aloha shirt there also has some hidden little drawings of Charlie, the TPL mascot, in there too, amongst the flowers. So we do definitely. Oh, and Petey says turtlenecks. I need to catch that too. If you all have more recommendations and things, you can mention it in Discord too, but please do an @ and put Voodoo in there and tag Voodoo on those, because he's the one that needs to see them. And the size of our community and the size of our company, it's no problem if you want to occasionally tag whatever dev is the right one to see something like that. And if you don't know which dev it is, ask the folks in the community, because someone will probably. Yes, Lyric does look rather dapper in that shirt. I agree.
Thank you.
When
I appreciate
Charlie Plushie,
Oh,
um,
that'd be cool.
Ninja Nina really wants us to do those, and she has looked into some options, but the lead time and the minimums are pretty high. Anyway, she's working on it.
That makes sense.
It's a more complex manufacturing situation than a shirt, but it's super cool idea.
Yeah, t-shirts and ball caps are such a well-worn tradition in the high-tech industry that, yeah, there's a lot of smooth flow for producing those. Plushies, a little bit less. But if y'all have questions, wait, Britt Wolf says, awesome, I'm an earlier banker. I've been waiting for 24/7 since I'm not usually available for scheduled tests. Yeah, we got to get you in here. We're getting really close to 24/7. We've got some multi-day tests running now and things like Any questions? What PD 420? I don't understand the donuts. Can you explain the donuts one?
Oh, Voodoo Donuts is a brand.
Yeah. I have been to a Voodoo Donuts in Portland, Oregon. Yeah.
I've been to the same one.
I think there was one in Orlando.
They're amazing. Yeah. There was a place like it in the Mission District. Can't remember what they were called, but they had donuts like Voodoo and exotic styles, and no ambiance whatsoever. You walked up to this window right on the street and sidewalk, and you just asked for what they wanted. Each day would have different things. Maple bacon bourbon or something, and they give it to you, and
Yeah, that's kind of the classic fancy donut. They're always really good.
Yeah, mango lilikoi cream or whatever, and they do things.
That's a bit more baroque.
It was an adventure every time. Yeah, there's one in Universal Orlando. That's cool. We need some grav boots to align you on a surface in space, maybe. There is that function. If you touch down on a structure or an asteroid, it will orient you with a light local gravity based on where you touch.
I think I was just in a buggy spot when they were watching earlier.
It is usually helpful. Not always. Usually. Yeah, I have pitched to Dave Georgeson that we should have different shoes that do different things. Some help you climb up the side of a mountain. Some help you find stability on a gravelly surface. Maybe
that'd be cool
type thing.
That'd be cool.
Some help you run through crappy terrain better, mushy terrain or something. So far, he hasn't he responded to me yet on those. Or else he rolled his eyes behind the screen where I couldn't see. Always likely.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It makes sense that with the variety of terrain features and stuff we have, that you would do something with boots or shoes.
Dave Georgeson and I have worked on other games together, so we get along well and understand each other. I think the last time it was EverQuest Next and Landmark.
different shoes for different gravities is not too far away from just recreating tribes. Just what I'm pushing for every time I talk to him.
Yeah.
Need to be able to
For
ski.
those of you who don't know, Dave Georgeson, he worked on Tribes 2 also. Skiing, yes. Yes, you should see the ice skating if you haven't tried it. Old Dazzle has, but the ice is slippery in a really cool way due to the way the simulation works. And it can be fun. Wow, you're trying the hard stuff. I don't see a cattail, so that must be Larry. I'm sorry, that must be Thomas.
Yeah, it's Thomas. I'm the tiny corner.
All right. Oh yeah.
I'm checking out her stag, which is running pretty well now. We had a few problems with it last build.
Thomas, you're down to about 1/3 health, sir.
I'm gonna try to get to you guys. I just accidentally got Praetorius killed by waking up a bunch of ball hogs next to him. I feel very bad.
Sorry,
should've let them
Praetorius. Yeah.
So for
Very
the
happy.
terraforming, question about that. So was the scan design, the colors, was that is that just kind of intentional synergy with the general vibe of the game, or do the colors mean something, or?
Johnny built that in the last week. You guys have seen the dev interview with Johnny Au. He I don't know. I don't know.
Really like
The widget definitely.
I will ask him while we're in here.
It vaguely reminds me of the kind of sci-fi art you get on old VHS covers of blank VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Cannot find my way off this planet.
We'll see if he gets a chance to respond. Could we see a look at the current crafting process? Neither. Well, crafting has to take place at a base or a homestead. And there's one. Okay. So let's, oh yeah. Okay, this doesn't work really well with our OBS scene, but that aside, you go next to one of the appropriate crafting stations, and there's different ones. You go to the cooktop if you want to cook something. You go to the I can't remember what they're all called. That's the stove, yeah. And now that's for crafting food. But there's several different stations around there for doing things. What's that one called? I can't quite read it. Okay. I can't see that small. Sorry. Someone else say what that is.
That is the
It's the lathe.
The lathe. That's for making a tool, isn't it?
Unless you make finished items like blocks or
Okay.
furniture. Sorry, my mic was off. I'd been saying it for several seconds. I didn't know.
Sorry. Yeah.
And then the other one is the refinery, and it lets you make, turn like soil into a metal or something like that.
Okay.
Then there's the tool maker is the last one for making finished tools.
Okay. So he just made a piece of
It's the
Well,
foundation, I think,
blocks and things. Yeah.
or a
Out
floor.
of what he's got. Yeah. And so he doesn't have a lot of ingredients with them or inputs with them. So he can only make certain things right now. But that's what it looks like at the moment. The interface is in flux. We are changing things though, especially the HUD, the heads-up display. Keep in mind, normally, is it Alt F4 that will hide the user interface so you could take a screenshot?
Only
Just
F4.
F4, not the alt part.
Alt F4, you're gonna play a fun
just
games to
F4.
the people playing.
Shut up. The F4. Okay, I forgot. F4. Things that your hands remember, but your brain doesn't. Yes, F4 to hide the interface. It's not working fully right now because we're in the middle of changing the heads-up display. So only parts of it are hiding. And this is a problem. This is a known bug in this update. It will get finished later. Sorry, Dazzle. Is the system creating variations based on material? Yes, exactly. Yep. Exactly. The fact that Britwolf is asking that question makes me think they played Star Wars Galaxies. Because it's that system, basically, modernized.
PQRV.
You will hear more about that Saturday.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a big part of this update.
Did we answer the question about the Pathfinder tool? I was distracted.
What was the question? I must have missed that one.
Shartil, can you say when there will be a similar Pathfinder scanning upgrade similar to the Terraformer upgrade?
Does that mean for finding nodes? For mapping?
Yeah, I think maybe expanding the system on how to find nodes to complete the map.
Instead of just audio cues.
I don't think we made any changes in this update to that tool. I don't know.
Yeah, it's working the same.
But are there plans? I guess is the down the line.
I know it's not finished. It's not how we will ship it, but I don't know when the schedule is to update that next. Okay, right now we're just starting to play what I will call the Twilight update. The team is no longer working on Twilight. They're working on the next update now, which doesn't have an external name yet. We're gonna. I have to look at the list and try to come up with a narrative and a cool name. We haven't done that yet. I don't know what's in the list for the one they're working on now. Yes. Ha! I was right with Britwolf. Nice. Chef Jarek, the pathfinding tool needs a bit of accessibility, but it's pretty good right now. It's my favorite tool. Combat is being improved right now. Hold on to that thought. Yeah, the pathfinding tool used to be easier to use 3-4 months ago.
Way easier.
They made it a bit more challenging by having spaces between nodes where you can't quite tell where the next one is. You can't see them from a long distance. You have to be within hearing range of it. You have to use hearing. One does get used to that, but I don't think that's how we intended to finally launch it.
Right. At the very least, like they said, for accessibility reasons, there would probably need to be an alternative way.
Yeah.
Not audio. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not everyone has hearing. That's
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're up. Hello, everyone.
hello.
And welcome to another Star
Sorry
Switch
about that.
live stream. Today, we need to start over, by the way. So,
We can't start over. We have 3 minutes left, and then we have to get to our morning stand-up meeting.
quick, let's start with the tutorial. We have...
Oh, you guys are teasing me about the Alt F4 problem. Ugh, why did I say that?
You played a lot of Eve. Maybe you internalized some friendly trolling.
Yeah. Yes. If you spend enough years sitting in a McDonald's, you will eventually turn into. Apparently. God knows I spent enough time in Eve. Well, we do want to invite you guys all back for Saturday. The servers are open. If you have applied for the game, at least more than a month ago, and you are not, you didn't get an invitation, nothing happened, please go to Discord and please at Carneros, and I will see if I can get you fixed and figure out what went wrong and get you in there. We'd love to have you trying this. And the servers are going to be up a long time this weekend. So hopefully you have some gap in your weekend where you can log in and play for a while and see what you think. We'd love to have you. And we'd especially love to have you on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific with me and Dave Georgeson and Thomas. And we'll take you through and see what else.
Oh, so I'm invited, okay.
Please. Don't make me do this myself. That gets ugly. Thank you all for coming. It's much appreciated. We're going to let you go now. Much more where this came from. And I think the next patch is going to be a big jumbo thing like this also. So lots
Exciting.
changing in this game right now.
I can't wait. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
For
you.
everyone. Thanks. Have fun.